Alive, he says. Oh, talk about loud and noise complaints. Where's my audio? There we go. How you guys feeling? You feeling good?
This has been an eventful start, dude.
For those people who will catch this later, we had a noise complaint, and we want to be respectful of our neighbors, and we don't want to upset anybody. But we had to pause, so we're very late getting started.
Immediately when we were about to start, we
right, literally when we were started. So I'm going to kick the front bumper on, and then we're going to get into the opening of the show, which is Nico Little hanging out with us. We have the full band. We're going to do some solo, and then we're going to bring the band in. Hopefully not have the police show up. We've got, we're going to have a good show for you guys tonight. I'm looking forward to it. In 3, in 2, and 1, we are live. There we go. You guys can applaud. Yeah, we can bring it. There we go. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Local Sets ATX, a loudness complaint episode of Local Sets ATX. We're going to get kicked off here in just a minute. Nico Little, man, thank you for doing this. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You and I, we've met. The people listening at home might not know who you are.
No, probably wouldn't. That'd be weird if they did.
Well, you never know, man. You're kind of an awesome guitar player. Tell us about yourself, and then we're getting to the first song.
So I'm from Canada, but I moved down here about a year and a half ago to pursue music, and I joined the scene, and I met some people who really know what they're doing, and they kind of guided me to do stuff, and I kept growing and playing songs. Do stuff is a terrible way of saying it, but like
do stuff, you know.
You keep growing and playing, and people were pushing me the right way, and it was great.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So that's me.
All right. What's the track for the first song you're going to be playing for this evening?
Well, it was going to be a different one, but now it will be. I'll play a song called "What Good Men Do," which I have not released. I've actually never. This will be the first time anyone's ever heard this song.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so What Good Men Do, is that the title?
Yeah.
Okay, over to you for What Good Men Do whenever you're ready.
All right, cool. Walks down the road, the only one who's been here before. And this time for sure, he won't come home again. He goes out to work and straight to the drinks with his friends. What good men do. Got no wife and 2 little girls at home. Yeah, but he'd rather just roam. That's a doubt and I won't know. Place another bed, spend all the cash if you can. Yeah, I bet he feels like a man and says I'll never understand. The gin, it stays dry, the wine keeps on flowing. He hates his own life, he finds it so boring. So many things that he That's what good men do. Gin, it stays dry. The wine keeps on flowing. Hates his own life, yeah. Finds it boring. So many things he's gonna wish he'd seen through. And he'll never change, no. I said he'll never change, no. 'Cause that's what good men do.
Nice. Yeah, man. He'll never change. Is this a song about yourself? Are you opening up to us? What's happening?
I don't know what this song. I like writing a lot of like folklore songs. Like I remember I used to listen to Vance Joy, the guy who sings Riptide.
Yeah.
He said this thing once about like
I don't know him personally.
No, but like he says it's like he tries to like write like a full story in a song.
Okay.
And I thought that was always really cool. So like I'll make these characters and I'll like really throw a lot of pain on them and stuff. And I just think it's like it creates like a intensity, like it's almost like a book or whatever.
Hell yeah, man. I have to ask everybody, what got you into music? Why music? Why not archery
I was
or
super
painting?
late. I was super late to the game.
Okay.
So I'm 24 now. I started playing the guitar. I was like 18, 17.
Okay.
I got into it because it was to impress a girl, but like turns out, well, it wasn't. It was to try to win back a girl. I thought it was gonna work.
Okay.
It didn't work. I fell in love with the guitar though, as cheesy as that might sound.
That's not cheesy. That sounds like it changed your life for the better.
Well, it did. I always knew I wanted to do something, and I never knew what it was. And then I picked up the guitar, and I was like, oh, well, there you go.
Just like that.
Yeah, I was like, because I loved music. I loved music so much, and I knew I could play the piano, and I remember being on a family vacation, and like Freebird played. And I just like you know when you're like I love that shit, and so yeah, right, but like, and then you're like and then so it kind of all went. That's a terrible example.
It was a choppy story. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I was tracking. I feel like you just regurgitate that back. You're 24, started at 18. You love music, and you don't really know why. Just is something you're drawn to.
Correct.
And you wanted to do something, and
I knew I wanted to do something. Yeah, that I made that a bit comical. I knew I wanted to do something that like I have a degree. I went to school, and so I knew I wanted to.
What did you go to school for? Don't run past that.
Psychology.
Psychology.
Yeah, I went to McGill, which is if you're from
Canada.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
They say I didn't say this. They do say it's the Harvard of Canada.
Really?
I didn't.
Is that a real
I'm not
thing?
the one who made that claim. I just think they're both schools that have red in their logo, but I mean.
Is that all you need to be a Harvard? Is just red in your logo? That's it. That's all it requires. Okay.
We're also the Stanford. They're of the East Coast. Yeah.
There you go.
No, but I just like I remember being in school and like loving learning and like I was like I wanted to finish my degree, but knowing I was like I'm not gonna do this. I want to do music, or I just knew I wanted to do something cool. I didn't want to have like I don't know,
like a 9 to 5
job. Yeah.
Well, if you're a psychologist, technically that's a desk job.
Yeah, I know. That's a cool desk job, though.
That is true. Have you ever tried to blend psychology and music? Like, have you ever tried to
I try a lot in my songwriting.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Talk
try
about
to,
that,
especially in a song like Good Men, I try to, like, so you take the characters of the song. This is like kind of nerdy songwriting stuff, but if you take the characters of the song and then you start asking, like, who's the narrator and who are they singing about? And what is the relationship between the characters in the sense of like, how am I going to make you trust the sadness that I'm putting in front of you? You know, because it's like, okay, yeah, we can all write a sad song, right? I'm sad. I've been broken up with. But how do I make a song that makes you either go, oh, I've lived that, or I can comprehend how that would make someone feel an emotion that I felt? And I feel like I am better in tune at making those connections as a result of having studied psychology.
Got it. So you really try to get into like the nitty gritty.
I do. Okay. I think that's the coolest part about it.
And what, do you have any influences on music? Like somebody that you looked up to?
I think John Mayer and Gary Clark Jr. are my 1-2 probably.
Okay.
That's like my LeBron Michael kind of thing. Yeah.
John Mayer is pretty dope. Yeah. He doesn't get the credit that he should get. He's an amazing
I don't think
player.
I don't think either of those guys get the credit that they probably deserve. Him or Gary Clark.
What's your favorite of each song? What's your favorite song of each artist?
My favorite John Mayer song is a song called "If I Ever Get Around to Living."
Okay.
And then my favorite Gary Clark Jr. song is "I Don't Owe You a Thing." Probably.
Okay.
That's a banger. Yeah.
That's a banger. It's a good song, man. Are you gonna cover any of their music tonight?
I mean, I could easily, but would be way easier with a
full band.
With a full band. Yeah.
With a full band on the wide shot. A full band that unfortunately got a noise complaint tonight as we were getting ready to go live. So we're gonna give that a shot. Bring it in, Jay. There we go. We got Greg around the corner here. We're gonna figure out this.
I don't think Greg likes being on camera. Like I saw him slowly back away.
He was behind me when the show started.
Slowly just
creepily just went out of. Yeah, it's. We're gonna get him back on camera. We're gonna do his. I got a microphone right here.
Steens.
We're gonna. Greg, do you want to co-host?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. Let's do it. Bring it in. We got him.
Please do. Because you know what? Here's where I will say, I kind of was a bit awkward at the beginning of this because I had to wrap my head around the fact that we are live. But this will be a very good banter thing to have in terms of there's a lot of people with their own individual bands in this room.
Yep.
And so it's just a really good, speaking of local sets, a very good outlook on I would say a big part of the local, or a young part of the local community for sure. You know, between myself, Greg, Jade, Riley, that's it. That's the only musicians in the room. But there's 6 bands? Something like that?
6 bands in the room between all of us? Is that a thing?
Probably more than that.
6 ones that we would be promoting is what I'm trying to hint at.
I mean, I would say just start calling out some names. What are the band names?
Well, no, yeah. Well, Greg, you're in a band, right?
I'm in a band, yeah.
Greg, you're in a
What's
band?
it called, Greg?
Greg, are
It's
you
called
in a
Gold Rush.
Yeah.
It's called Gold Rush?
Yeah.
Oh, like the record company here in town?
What?
I'm pretty sure they have a space in between the Golden Rush. We have no space. Very clear, no space.
Oh,
Gold
sorry,
Rush, no
sorry.
space.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
sorry.
I like that.
Gold Rush. What about other bands, Jay? What band are you in?
The Rouge.
The Rouge.
The Rouge?
Yeah, the Rouge.
The Rouge. You can hear it right there.
Yeah, it's the Rouge.
The Rouge.
The Rouge. Yeah. R.
Rouge like red in French.
G-E. Yeah, it's red in French.
Oh, like Rouge.
Yeah,
No,
Rouge.
no,
Rouge. The Rouge. Yeah.
I do speak French too, by the way.
You're Canadian. You have
I am
to.
French Canadian. Nicolas Henry.
Okay. Is your next song in French?
No.
Okay. Is your next song about the French?
No.
Okay. I'm 0 for 2. I'm 0 for 2. What is the next song you're going to play for us this evening?
I'm gonna play probably Changed.
Changed?
Yeah.
You sound that sounded more like a question.
Yeah, no, because I'm looking out because we changed the set list. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be more. It's gonna be more of a what do you guys think kind of dynamic. I put a lot of trust in the three individuals behind you.
Okay.
In terms of
Riley, Greg, and Jade.
yeah, they're all very competent musicians.
We didn't talk to Riley yet, but he's the gentleman in the hat. He's a very talented drummer.
Yes, and so Changed would be one that I could probably do without you guys, right? We think that's.
Is that okay? Do we have a quorum?
Yeah, I
Is
think
it
we
quorum?
have, as long as we have an agreement.
Greg?
It is a
approve.
democracy.
Okay, Greg approves. Greg's approving. And what was it called again?
It's called Change. This is a song I wrote with my band when I lived back in Montreal, and it's the only song that I've kept with me throughout. Like I wrote it when I was 18 when I just started out.
Okay.
Very similar to the last one in terms of the narrating standpoint thingy that I like to do.
Okay. All right, over to you for Changed whenever you're ready, buddy.
every decision you make. Does it bring you closer to God? I'm so sick and tired of this state. And we just keep running around like nothing's the same. Oh, and I think it's a shame. Do you keep running from me? Is there someone else in your life? 'Cause girl, no, you don't look so free. I'm just trying to get it right. Yeah, I'm trying to get there tonight. Yeah. I think it's a shame. Yeah, I've seen who you are. Yeah, and I think it's a shame. Oh, I've seen who you are.
Hell yeah, man.
It's changed.
That's changed.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to. They're gonna increasingly stop clapping because they play these songs with me on a daily basis. I was like, I was literally playing, and I was like, they're not gonna clap. They don't care about this song anymore.
Come on, man. Greg, what do you care most about that song?
This is a great question.
The D major 7 chord.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck. Bro,
yeah.
My apologies, but yes, absolutely.
Why did you apologize? What
Well,
happened?
for swearing.
Oh, got it. Yeah, the internet doesn't have that on it.
No, it's just French. He apologizes a lot.
It's just very polite.
You know what? I see you cracked open a beer. Could someone grab me a Miller Lite?
Oh, man. A Miller Lite, huh? Good choice. Miller Lite, not a sponsor of the show, but we are looking Miller Lite. So there you go.
You know what my biggest fear is, by the way, is
Tell
that
me.
number to go down while I'm on it.
The number you're
no,
pointing
that'd be
to,
great.
yeah. The number you're pointing to is the live stream. We have a live ticker from Smurl that we got, and it's we have 7,034 followers. As
Yeah,
of
dude,
right
that's
now.
awesome.
So thank you, buddy. Thank you. And I have nothing to do with it. It's all the musicians, and hopefully we keep building this platform and exposing some wonderful music to wonderful people that are looking for independent artists that aren't going to be found on the radio.
Awesome.
What was the genesis of Changed? What brought that song
I
about?
wrote Changed.
You say you wrote it in Canada.
I wrote it a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote it about a girl who. Yeah, I mean, it was just like I was just like trying to write a love song. Like I was trying to write a like can we make it work kind of, but like in like the I'm very aware that it's a little Spandau Ballet-ish, you know. It's like it's got a bit of that to it.
I almost spit up my beer. That's a great. Hey, I love the '80s. I love.
Yeah,
that
dude, I love the '80s too. And I think that's sorry, I didn't mean I kind of cut you off.
No, you can.
I got
You can
really
do that.
excited about the '80s.
The '80s are an exciting time. I am just as excited about the '80s. Tell me what you love about the '80s.
What I was gonna say is we played I Ran So Far Away the other day, and it was so much fun. Were you there when we played that? No, by
No, that was the three of us.
you know, by A Flock of Seagulls.
Yeah.
We were just like, what, we just decided we wanted to play it.
The question is, did you do your hair like any of the members
No, but
of
we
Flock of
were
Seagulls?
kissed for Halloween.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
That's pretty. You should have done Flock of Seagulls, man. If you could get your hair like that, I think it might take like a full 3 gallons of gel to get your hair to do whatever that was doing. Per person, exactly. Per person. Song number 3, but before we get to song number 3,
I think I should bring some people with me on this one.
I think you should too.
I'm
I've
kind
got
of of that
this.
opinion.
This gentleman here is crossing his arms. His
I think,
energy
but
is
Greg-
shutting down.
but-
We need to get him in front of a camera stat.
I just knew he was going to avoid being on camera at all costs. So
Greg, do you not like being on camera?
I'm fine being on camera.
I was gonna say he seems like he's completely okay with being on camera. Your chair is very low. There's a lever if you want more.
It's
height.
really-
I like
he-
the change in perspective. I spend a lot of time fucking above, you know.
yeah, dude, he's
Yeah.
like 6'5".
Holding
No,
the
I
blow down
say
here.
I say we do Too Young for the Blues. That's what I thought we should do. So we keep it kind of like these like softer songs.
Okay.
This one's a slow blues. We'll be able to keep it quiet. I
Okay.
think.
Well, if we don't, we'll just suffer the ramifications of that. And it's
right,
about
man.
you guys. It's not about the noise complaints.
Come on,
We're gonna
group.
figure this out. Putting some. We love our neighbors. We don't want to upset our neighbors.
I also just think like you gotta let this will be more entertaining when there's a full band.
Yes.
Just
And
because let the boys rip, dude. Let the boys jam.
well, when you say rip,
Like Beyblade.
yeah,
Let
like,
it rip.
Yeah, let it rip. But like maybe like a quiet rip, like a quieter, like a baby rip. And then what is the title of this?
Too Young for the Blues.
Too Young for the Blues. You did say that.
Yeah.
Is it now? Did you get creative? Is the number 2 Young for the Blues?
No.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
No, but dude, that's.
If
I
you
just-
would have done that, it would have ruined the song.
Well, I had an album.
Another.
Anyway, we'll get back to that at some point because there was a time where we were like, but what if we did it ironically? And even then, it's a terrible idea. All right, count us in, man. I keep checking my phone every night, girl. Just to see if there's any news from you. Yeah, but the more and more I check, the less they seem to come back blue. Yeah, I just don't know what to do. 'Cause I'm much too young to have the blues. I don't want it no more. It's gonna break me right back into two. I don't need it. I don't need you, girl. But I'm just so still in love with you, yeah. I just don't know what to do. 'Cause I'm much too young to have the blues. Gregory. That was super cute. I thought that was really cute. I thought that was so. It was like sweet. It was like. Yeah.
That was, dude. That's a fucking dope song, man.
Thanks, dude.
That was a beautiful song. Too young to have the blues.
Yeah.
How do you have the blues at such a young age?
Dude,
of
if I
24?
knew, certainly if I knew. Am I allowed to vape in here, by the way?
Oh no, you couldn't possibly do
Oh,
that.
I thought that's better to
With
ask.
open windows.
Well, I'm just not trying to be rude, dude.
Dude, of course you can vape. We're outside, right? Let's let it happen, man. Let you do your thing.
Well, it's still anyway.
Yeah, it's. Was there something about the vape in particular?
No, I didn't. It's your home. I didn't want to.
Oh yeah,
rude,
yeah.
yeah.
No, it's. I appreciate that. It's very kind of
Yeah.
you.
No, I wish I knew about the blues. you and I were talking about this in the car yesterday. Like, we are young and we love the blues, and it's a bit odd. It's a bit corny, but yeah.
What is it about the blues that you like so much?
It's not. I just, you feel it. I
You
think.
feel it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Which
it's impossible. Do you know?
I'm digging this corny blues hole even worse. But yeah, you just feel it, dude. And
It's corny for a reason.
Yeah, no.
Do you know who Albert Collins is?
Yes.
Dude, he was like the man. I fucking love Albert Collins.
He's
He
really
was
cool.
most notably, he was in Adventures in Babysitting. If you've never seen Adventures in Babysitting, speaking of the 80s, actually that might have been 90s. But it's a
I don't
great
think
one.
I've seen that.
You see that? Elizabeth Shue and Albert Collins makes an appearance in that. I can't remember who the bad guy was in it, but she basically ends up witnessing a crime, and she's babysitting while it happens, and she has to like get out of Chicago. It's a very funny movie. But
cool.
at one point, while she's running away from the mob, they go into a blues. Spoiler alert! They go into a blues club.
I wonder which one it is.
Albert Collins is the guitarist, and the thing is that nobody can leave there without singing the blues. And so they run up on stage, and then they make them sing a song on the spot. It's amazing. It's such a good film. If you haven't seen Adventures in Babysitting, Adventures in Babysitting, it is.
Greg,
amazing.
would you know it? You're the old person in our band.
The old person, Greg. How old are you? 29.
He's 29.
You're
yeah.
not old, buddy.
Sorry, I didn't mean like he's just like. I'm 24.
I was going to say, I don't know if you are aware of what elderly is, but 29 is definitely not it.
No,
That's not it
but
at all.
it's much less about an age thing, and it's more about a character thing.
Greg-
He's kind of, sorry.
What is your favorite Elizabeth Shue movie? You don't know Elizabeth? All right.
I don't know who that is.
I was
either.
so hoping to find like a huge Elizabeth Shue fan that you were just gonna rattle off like 6 of her films.
I'm glad you asked.
Finally, so I can talk about this. Terminator, Nacho Libre. I don't think those are 2 of them. No.
I rewatched Nacho Libre recently.
It's a great
It's
film.
a fantastic film.
It's a very funny movie. Yeah. It's a very silly movie. What got so over to the band members, and I'm gonna crank the audio on the overhead shotgun mic so we can hear from everybody. Greg, starting with you, if you want to step in frame. Yeah, thanks, buddy. What got you into the music? Why guitar? You're a very good guitar player. What got you into the music side?
So some kid on my school bus when I was in kindergarten had a Strat.
Okay.
And I thought it was the coolest shit. And my parents thought I was completely full of shit. They're like, this kid's gonna quit, so we gotta like test him. So one day, my godfather showed up with a like electronic piano from a yard sale. My grandma bought me a couple books, so I started messing around with that and started playing clarinet in the school band. And then my 6th grade teacher finally sent out an email saying, "Hey, I got this acoustic guitar I'm trying to give away." And I was like, "Yo, Mom, Dad."
You're like, "Hey, what's up?
Yeah, we're picking it up.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
That's how it started.
So you
That's
play?
a cool story. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
You didn't know such a bandmate?
I don't think
Nico.
he doesn't speak.
Nico.
Greg, that's not on me. You're not.
Yeah, I wouldn't have told him. Yeah.
He's like, I share nothing of my life with the
That's the
world.
most words I've ever heard Greg say in a short amount of time.
Co-hosting? Come on, dude.
Oh my God, he's a great co-host. You guys should talk to your band members more. They're really nice people. Come on, Nico. Riley? What about you? What got you into the music?
Excuse me.
No, that's okay.
I'm coming off of being sick
I was
earlier.
gonna say you sound like Doc Holliday. It's not a good look. We gotta get you well, man.
Say when.
Say yeah.
My family is very musical. Both my grandpas play drums. My grandma is a piano teacher. Very religious household too. So just going to church and singing and it was. Our parents made us all start on the piano, and it was for a while whatever. I'm getting in my head about this being live. It doesn't matter.
It's just us. No one's listening. It's just us.
It was a requirement to play an instrument in the house growing up.
Okay.
And so we all started on piano, and I hated the piano was fine. Nothing against the piano, but the form of teaching, these teachers were killing the love of music for me, and so
Okay.
I just had to step away because I was miserable playing this instrument. I wanted nothing to do, like,
Yeah.
I didn't have any investment in. And then so my mom was like, you still got to play an instrument, and so I settled on drums.
That's incredible because most parents are like, no, I don't want the noise in the house.
And
They're like, all right, here's the loudest instrument we can get you. Go for it, knock it out.
I started off with the Wii Rock Band pads.
Oh,
And
okay.
That was I started off with like the Beatles Rock Band, the movie Stomp,
Great.
School of Rock.
Yeah, if you're gonna learn drums, Stomp's
and
pretty
then It Might Get Loud with Jimmy Page, The Edge, and Jack White.
good. Okay.
That's a great little thing.
Dude,
yeah.
those are like watching those growing up, and my dad was kind of the doorway into like rock and music. And once I like got into that stuff, and then I really started to kind of discover my own music that was separate from what everybody else in my family was listening to. It wasn't like it struck me. I was like, I know exactly what I'm supposed to do with that. It was just like, I don't know anything else, and it was also very cathartic to play drums.
Hell yeah, man.
And so I don't know anything else. The language I speak best is music, better than English or Spanish, you know.
Okay.
So,
Hell yeah, dude.
It just formed naturally, and
And you've been playing ever
I've
since.
been playing ever since.
Hell yeah. How did you meet Nico? Craigslist? Missed opportunities? Be honest. Is that what
He said,
Bumble.
Yeah. He's like, you come here often.
I met him at the Friends Bar Blues Jam.
Okay.
They host it every Sunday night.
So you're also too young to have the blues, but you got him.
Yeah.
Greg, how did you meet Nico?
I think I'm the Blues Jam too at Friends. Yeah.
Okay. Nico, did you guys meet at the thing as well?
Well, I met Nico.
You met me
working the door
at the Friends Bar Blues Jam.
Friends Bar. No, it wasn't even the Blues Jam. I was just there one day, and it's like, hey, who's this new guy working the door?
I worked the door at Friends.
Okay.
That's how I got my start in Austin.
Okay.
I bothered them until they hired me, and then I bothered them when they hired me until they let me play, and then I bothered the people there until they played with me. And now I'm just bothering people.
And we got our first noise complaint. So yeah, this is right on brand for you, buddy. Like literally right on brand.
Yeah, Jade was like the coolest. Like getting to play with Jade's really fun because I knew her as a guitar player when I moved to Austin, and then she was like, I also play bass, and I was like, okay, come play. Like let's just do like a whatever Monday night at 11 o'clock, you know, like. And it ripped. Like I was like, whoa, it was so fun.
Well, there were months of me just being like, Nico, when are you gonna hire me?
Yeah.
When are you gonna hire me? When are you gonna
You know what? And I have a little bit of a segue actually into our next song.
So you have a similar business model to Nico in that you pestered him until he's like, all right, fine.
I saw the vision. I'm like, I'm just gonna like grab the train and ride it until I get thrown off.
There we go.
I do
There
have
we
a
go.
song about a train.
Do you have a song about a train?
I do.
Is it just called Train?
It's called Train Song.
Is it? Oh my
Yeah.
God.
It comes out in like 2 hours, I believe.
It's called Train Song, really?
Yeah.
That's it.
It comes out at midnight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna play Train Song right now?
Yeah. Well, I would just say let's get it out of the way
Okay.
because
The
it's
noise complaint, they can stop
Yeah.
that song.
Is that the song that
yeah, and
everyone
it's
was?
just and it's just like we have to play it because it comes out tonight, and that's kind of like the whole. You know, you got to.
This whole point of you
that's the
being
whole
on the
point,
show is
pretty
to
much.
basically do the release of Train
Yeah.
Song. All right. So I'm gonna turn it over to you for Train Song. I'm gonna say a little prayer, and we're gonna hope we don't get the police called, and I hope I don't piss my neighbors off. I love you guys dearly. Please don't be mad. I'm just trying to put some wonderful music into the world. Over to you for Train Song whenever you're ready.
Somebody put me on a train before you there. 'Cause I know I've got a lot to love. I just don't want to let my bridges burn. Baby, that's absurd. Somebody take me down to Mexico. I hear they got the whitest snow. If I'm on my one-way trip to hell, just let me drink from that wicked well. Yeah, I'm gonna never tell. No, no. Somebody put me on a train before my choices ruin my brain. This tweak in town, it's got me busted. Yeah, I'm the only one to blame. I'm gonna go insane. I'm not gonna change, no.
Yeah, dude.
That one comes out tonight at midnight.
That one comes out tonight at midnight.
I wonder. I was thinking about this. I have a piece of gum in my mouth.
Yeah.
Is it gonna like? Is there a big blue blob now,
a big blue blob.
like
What do you
in my
mean?
mouth on the camera? Or is it fine?
I didn't see anything. Audience approval? Did you guys see anything? I didn't see anything. He's like, Jared's like, absolutely. I saw it. It was a huge problem. Well, yeah, absolutely.
All right, not to jump in here, but you guys mentioned Friends Bar a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of local talent plays down there, so a lot of local bands that are really talented meet and network and stuff. How influential, because a lot of bands you guys are all in, how influential do you think Friends Bar and what those guys do down there, opening up the scene for local bands, is for y'all, as well as like Antone's?
I think it's the stepping stone to that, and it like separates the wheat from the chaff. And like Stevie Ray Vaughan has played on that stage, Gary Clark Jr. has played on that stage,
Greg Warnes has played on that stage.
Greg Warnes has played on that stage.
The Greg Warnes?
This guy slaps.
The Greg Warnes? Is this the same Greg we have
and
here?
especially with the jams in the same night, you could have the best, like the coolest song played with like some of the most elite guys, and then the next song you just like, I need to leave the room.
But the next song I go up.
Thanks for saying it for me.
Oh, man. Audience poison. All right.
Yeah. No, I definitely think Friends is like. I'm obviously. If you're a musician in the scene, you know what Friends means to me and what I mean to friends and whatnot, in the sense that like that's my family there. So I would say, yeah, it's the spot. You gotta go through Friends. If you can't go through Friends, you can't go through Austin, I don't think.
Hell yeah, man. Shout out to Friends.
Fuck yeah.
Catch us there tomorrow at 11.
Hey. There you go. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at 11, and you don't have to worry about a noise complaint. You can see them
we're loud.
exactly,
We're super loud.
exactly how you guys are meant.
And then
as
obviously
God
Sunday
intended.
at Antone's, I must plug as well.
Sunday at Antone's.
Sunday night we we headline Antone's, which is a big deal. for me
It's
at
a
least.
it's a big deal. Anton's a big deal.
I mean, I took it as I'm really happy about it. I think Christina is leaving us forever.
Okay, well that she can do that.
Yeah.
So like,
No, she's
Hasta
coming
luego.
back. She mouthed I'm coming back. Are you leaving? All right, bye.
All right, bye. What was the inspiration for the old Train song?
We wrote it on stage.
You said you're not going to change. What are you not going to change?
So, wrote the song on stage, right? Someone's like, write a. You said write a song about a train. Jade says, let's write a song about a train. We end up coming up with the majority of that melody.
Just on there on the spot?
Just like literally, I wrote that riff like immediately, and then we just ran with it. It was a cool moment for sure. I'm not gonna deny that. It was a fun little. It was
So wait, Jade, why write a song about a train? What was?
Well, we were just like so like our Monday nights are usually we use them kind of as a rehearsal. We just like try stuff out. Like Monday nights, it's just having fun. It's not
zero
rehearsal,
pressure.
but
it's always fun because it's like if you're playing to 40 people, you still gotta focus, but it does give you the ability to try new things. And we use our Mondays like comedians use open mics.
You got to test material.
Yeah, and like we do, like we really like we test stuff, but we test it with passion. You know, we're not just like screwing
like
around.
fucking around. Yeah, but we I think that it started with that riff, and then we were jamming on it, and it was like, oh, this feels really good, and then just kind of out of nowhere, I was just kind of like, we need a song about a train. So I was like, Nico, like, screaming at him from across the stage, sing about a train. It's like a train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Train it
The
is.
song was originally called Choo Choo.
Yeah, the song was originally called.
Okay.
Because it went instead of going where it goes, I'm not going to change, and then it goes to the 5, choo choo, and then but we took it out because the song is already corny enough. We didn't need that.
Yeah, I don't know if you can put choo choo in a song and have it.
I don't even know what you're talking
I don't know. I
I do
even-
like that song a lot though. And
I
then
could imagine the listener listening
Yeah.
to the train song be like, "Where's the choo choo?"
Where is
so
the
then
choo
we had
choo?
this like it was this thing where the song, train song was like, okay, we wrote a song about a train. It was such a fun moment where like it was really cool that with like from the time I started playing that riff to about like 30 seconds later, we had finished the song, but there was no words. It was just like that was how the song was gonna sound. So it was a really fun moment that we shared. So I went back and I made sure that I wrote lyrics for it because most of the time I write the songs by myself at home. But
We did that at my apartment.
what?
We sat down and started working on lyrics.
Yeah, at Jade's house. Yeah, and then we made sure, and then I'm kind of tapped into like the story that I wanted the person on the train song to have, but I wanted the song to be called Train Song because it's still just that goofy song we wrote on stage on a Monday, you know.
That's dope, dude.
And it's gonna be the first song on my next album, and so I think it's got like a really cool like kind of barn burner sound. Like it makes you kind of want to do one of those.
Makes you want to tap your toes.
Yeah, and
I get it.
it's not. It's kind
I
of
was tapping.
It's kind of thank you. It's kind of the outlier of the album, but it's because it's a little country more esque. Especially the recorded version has like banjo and fiddle on it.
How would you typically blues rock, soul,
pop rock,
blues
yeah.
pop rock, soul? Would you put soul in there at all or no?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, you put very soulful music for a group of 20-year-olds.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, how old are you, Riley?
23.
23. Jade?
Also 23.
23, 29, 24. Yeah. So it's a lot of soul for a group of people. in their
You
20s.
might say we're too young for the blues.
Well, I mean, you could say that, but you could also write a song about. Are you into the camera? I changed cameras. There we go. Are you breaking what they say? Breaking the fourth wall. All right, got it right into the camera. All right. So what we got? We got. We think we're in for 2 more songs. You guys think about that?
I'm cool with that.
You got room for 2 more songs?
You know,
Sure.
can we do a cover?
We can do what's. Let me ask you this before we do a cover. Is there emotional reason to do the cover?
We do it every time we play it every show.
Okay. What is the song?
It's "Fly Like an Eagle" by
Fly Like an
Steve
Eagle.
Miller Band.
Is
And
there?
the reason I want to do a cover is because I think we could do a really good jam of it, given the dynamics that we're kind of restricted to.
Okay.
Because there is a lot of songs on my set list that I just think we're not going to be able to play just because of
The noise.
sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
So at least this one, I know we'll be able to get a good like jam.
The noise thing is very, again, I don't want to upset the neighbors. This is a neighborhood that we're doing the show in.
Correct.
I'm very sorry for anybody that was upset by the noise from the rehearsal earlier. Not our intention. My intention, again, is to give a voice to independent artists to get their music into the world. So that was the intention, not to upset neighbors or to have a jam session that's like so crazy loud that it upsets people.
I didn't even find it was that loud though. Not that your neighbors are. Not that I'm downplaying their.
No, but you guys are musicians, so I think from a level of like a musician, it's like, oh, this isn't that loud because you're used to being in really, really loud environments. And
I
so,
would say that is probably what happened.
yeah, the perspective of like expecting to like go outside at night and maybe have a quiet evening and somebody's like jamming the loudest, well, not the loudest, but semi-loud.
Yeah.
But what was the song you wanted to cover again from these? What was it called? Was it Fly Like an Eagle? Fly Like an Eagle. Sorry, Fly Like an Eagle. Steve Miller Band, not the Eagles. All right, over to you guys for Fly Like an Eagle whenever you're ready.
Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping into the future. I wanna fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. Fly like an eagle, oh, until I'm free. Don't you know there's gonna be a solution? Feed the babies that don't have enough to eat. House the people living on the streets. Shoe the ones that got no shoes on their feet. Don't you know there's gonna be a solution? Go ahead, Greg. jammy. The jamming, dude.
You were jamming. Hell yeah, man. Beautiful. Well done. Well done.
How's it coming through on your side in the headphones? Is the mix pretty good?
Mix is pretty good. I'm enjoying the mix.
Cool.
That was a very loud song. I'm not sure our neighbors enjoyed it, but I know that the mix was good.
That's
I approve of the mix. The sauce is good. You want some more sauce? We got some more sauce. We have one more bit of sauce.
Let's do one more.
One more. Let's not break any laws.
Okay.
Maybe we pull it back. What's another?
Playing by 10, I think we're good.
What's a? Before we get out of here, where can people find you in the world?
I mean,
where
on
can they find your
Instagram,
music? Instagram.
Nico Little Music, and then, well, Train Song comes out tonight at midnight. So
Yes.
what is this? Thursday. We're Friday the 8th of November today,
Sure, that sounds right.
right? So
yeah,
at
7th
midnight, the
is before
9th of November, my brother's birthday.
Hey,
He's in town. I thought I'd release the. Kind of.
wait, your brother's in town?
Yeah,
Where's your brother right now?
sleeping. Wow. He flew in like early
Bro.
this morning.
Bro.
Yeah, well, it's his birthday tomorrow. He's going to the game and stuff.
Ah,
He's
okay,
like,
all right.
like he's doing a whole like it. Him being in town and me being a musician are not. Like he likes music, but he doesn't love music. You
He's
know
like,
what I
good
mean?
luck with the
he's going to the
show,
Longhorns game
you know.
tomorrow. Like that's what he's doing.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, understood.
My song happens to be coming out, but yeah.
What? How many people in your family? Tell us about your family a little bit.
I got. Well, I
Are they
have,
all
like-
still back in Canada?
Yeah,
Okay.
everyone's in Montreal. So I have like, my parents are separated. So I have a stepbrother, or like a half, like yeah, stepbrother who I grew up with, also named Nico, kind of. Yeah,
Wait, sorry. Your name is Nico,
my name is Nico.
and you have a stepbrother that's also named
yeah,
Nico.
but not. Well, they didn't. Obviously, my mom. It's not. They're not. They didn't. They had. Everyone had their own kids. Named them Nico, and then my mom and Clemens, who is my stepdad.
I've never met a person named Nico before, and this is
I've got two. There's two in one house. At my house.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
The odds of that are incredible.
No, yeah. When I say it now, knowing that this is going to be on record, it does sound super weird. But whatever, we'll roll with it. It's true.
We're gonna roll with it.
And we love Nico. Nico's awesome. He's like
Nico's great.
he's tall. Also plays the
Nico's great.
guitar. He just bought a 12-string Fender that I played when I was home, and it's like it's butter. Like it's actually like that's the instrument of the gods. The 12-string acoustic guitar. Anyway.
That's a difficult instrument to play. Do you know Dusty from Dusty Mill and the Spurflowers?
No.
He's a very talented singer-songwriter. He plays 12-string acoustic on a couple songs, and it's amazing.
Clang, clang,
I don't know how people do it. I can't play six
know how to
strings,
do
let
it?
alone throw another six. It's like, what's happening?
Is it the same thing? I just find it. I find it really hard to solo on. Like really hard to play melodic. Like. Anyway, that made me look like I didn't know what I was doing, but.
If you could put it out into the world, coming on a show like this, what could you get out of doing something like this? If you could put it out into the world, what do you want from doing something like this?
Like this?
Yeah,
today?
like this. Yeah.
I think the most important thing about this today for me was one, content is really important. But I think that a lot of what we do is much better live than necessarily the record. I mean, the recordings are like, don't get me wrong. I love how Train Song sounds. And Greg is actually the one who produced it with me and mixed it. What?
No, I mean, sorry, felt like you were dogging on it.
No. Yeah. What I meant to say was I for the longest time had to struggle to do that until I met Greg, and now the shit sounds fucking awesome. Please listen to it. It's because it is really, I'm really proud of it. But there is something about when I step in a room with these three that it's just that little bit more exciting, and I was really eager to kind of capture it in the live sense.
Hell yeah.
As if you were almost like out of rehearsal. Kind
Hell
of,
yeah, man.
Which is the most fun part.
Can I ask the same question to each one of you fine human beings? Greg, starting with you.
What do I want to get out of?
Yeah, if coming on something like this, like what if you're to put out in the world to get it back? Like what are you hoping to get out of something like this?
Well, I'm definitely. I mean, like, in this sense, like I'm here to support Nico's music, and so I'm just here to support Nico's vision.
Okay.
So that's
Thank you,
exactly
Greg.
why I'm here today.
Hell yeah! All right, that's a great answer. Riley Riley. Sorry, what am I saying? Yeah, I've got a lot of names in my head, man. I'm so sorry. Riley, what about yourself?
Something like this, I feel, for me at least, is just, I guess the podcast format. I'm a big fan of the podcast format. It feels like the new media. It's the most natural form of people getting to, I guess, like interact with each other and just see the realist side, because it's a conversation, and especially with the live music, it's very relaxed, and so you get to see the realist form of somebody. So, like, I guess since this is my first podcast, like, people, like, further down my career, people can just see the realist form of me and us right now, and it's genuine. It's not, it's not a
Canned or
it's
produced.
Not a Jimmy Fallon interview. Sorry
Hell
to
yeah.
Throw that. I didn't mean to throw him under the bus, but it's not.
Sorry,
one of
Jimmy
those
Fallon.
late night- It's not one
I
of
don't
those
know, dude.
TV
You just had the
interviews.
Rizzler on. What did you That was groundbreaking. He had the Rizzler guy.
Oh, yeah, it's just. I don't know. I hope I.
Authenticity.
Yeah.
Authenticity, I
Yeah.
think, is to sum up in a word. Jade, what about yourself? What if you could get anything out of this?
I mean, it's
Can you stand a little closer to the mic? Yeah. Is that I
don't know. For me, it's like it's just a chance to keep doing what I love to do. It's just getting to play more music. I want to play anywhere, everywhere I can.
Hell yeah.
Nice to get a few extra eyes on me, and the music's great. I love what we're doing. So
Doesn't hurt the career.
it just it all works out.
Hell yeah,
just
man.
doing what I love with people that I mildly enjoy being around.
Just mildly.
People that you tolerate.
God forbid.
Just mildly. Just mildly. Well, thank you guys for coming on and sharing your music with us. What is the last song that you're going to play?
Probably Need You Again. Yeah.
Need You?
Need
You Again?
Need You Again is the name of the
Need
song.
You Again. Okay.
Need You Again, open, close. Yeah.
Need You Again. Again or again? Again. Okay. Again is too. Okay.
Need You Again.
Is it too British?
I need you again.
Need You Again.
Need You Again. Over to you guys whenever you are ready.
Okay. Short up the brushes a little bit on this.
How loud is the song, just out of curiosity?
No, we'll bring it down.
This is
And
actually-
it's like we're experimenting on the spot too. Like, and I'm loving it. So
Yeah, I don't think he was worried about how much he loved it. I think he was worried that we are going to.
yeah.
10
good
o'clock.
point, Good point.
It's 10
I don't
o'clock.
think gonna
It's
be
10
too
o'clock.
loud.
It's officially 10
I don't think
o'clock.
It's gonna be too loud.
Okay. All right. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get out of here. Over to you guys whenever you're ready.
I've been wondering thoughts of you. Have you, baby, thought of me too? This just happened because we fight. Is it too late to try and start it right? Know it can be clear. Yeah, I know you're scared. So why don't we get there when we get there? We won't argue, no. Oh, some dumb plan. Nothing's better, baby, than when I'm your man. I still love you as much as I can. I know if we'd had maybe one more chance, it's not 'cause we differ that we start again. I know, baby, it won't be pretend. I don't need a friend. Ooh. think that's. I didn't want to get too loud. I thought it was.
It was beautiful.
Cool.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for coming in and doing this, guys.
This is
Really
awesome.
appreciate
Sorry
it.
that we.
No, don't apologize.
I feel like it was because we kind of the getting the noise complaint. It kind of broke the ice a lot. So I felt like it was very fun. I enjoyed it.
Well, I sincerely appreciate you guys doing this. Sorry for the noise play with the neighbors. It's a rough week. It was election week. People, I think, are a little more
Everyone's
frazzled.
on edge.
Yeah, I get it.
We are
I get
in
it. We're not
Austin.
trying to upset everybody. We are in Austin. I totally get
One
it.
more thing to upset them.
One more thing. One more thing. Thank you guys for doing this. Thank you for
Thank
sharing
you
your
so
music
much.
and your love with the world.
Yes.
We
Please
sincerely
stream
appreciate
Train
it.
Song, guys. Go give it a listen
Hell yeah.
and let me know what you think.
Stream Train Song. If you haven't yet, please click like and subscribe. If you give us a follow, it helps the artist tremendously. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to the lovely audience that gave this a Saturday night. Thank you for the lovely people at home watching either live or after the fact. We will see you for another episode of Local Sets ATX on the internet. Good night, everybody.